It's another 1st and 10. Foles. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. On 2nd and 10, Foles. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Foles. He completes it to Westbrook. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
Watch motion. Watch motion. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Put it on. First pick. No.
To throw is Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Steps away to his left. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Out of the gun, Watson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Put it on. Banjo. Line up, line up.
Again, it's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Here we go. Bang, 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 bang. Check the backer, check the backer. 44's the mic, 44's mic. Check, check. Gotta go.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Out to it, and he will have a touchdown. Deshaun Watson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and which you also have to guard it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Justin Reed.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Check, check. Me, I got him. I got motion man. Me, I got this. Why? 59.
After the interception, here's Watson. Rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans push further out in front. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Watson forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Back. Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. You ain't got nothing. Check 13. Hey.
After the penalty, it's Miller. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Check Mike 50. Watch the screen. In the car.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. He's got Fuller. Finding room inside the 40. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Johnson running right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his first touchdown on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and the lead will swell by one more. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Back now in Houston, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Out of the gun now on 3rd down, and that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Strong right.
Hey, Silver.
4 down.
Hey, Foxtrot. Down.
2nd and 5 now. Foles. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And the ball is knocked out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
180.
Hey, eat. Watch the run.
On play action, they'll throw. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Josh Oliver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Foles will look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now it's Miller. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
First down. First and 10.
On first down, Watson. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On second down, here's Miller. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. He'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Josh Oliver with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Again, it's Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Now it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. And he's taken down inside the 30. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people are thinking about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Lamar Miller, he fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Eric Murray. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. At their own 9-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are you going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And now the throw taken in by Chark. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 84 yards. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. They had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Focus, defense, focus. Switch. Rush in.
On 3rd down, Miller. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be taken at the 13. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Foles. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So that one will be accepted. And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on